Hello guys, SCW here. Today, I'm going to be talking about my first ever time I got rejected. So the first time I ever got rejected was, I was in 7th grade, and and the girl was in 6th. Gosh. And let's name this girl Stephanie, right? Oh God. So I had PE with her somehow, cause like they were doing, like our school does this thing where like if you're in 6th grade and you have like really good grades, you get to like have 2 extra gym classes or like a gym class in art. It's just basically them awarding you for having good grades, and she had that. And I saw this girl. I didn't really like her in like the beginning. It took me like a month to like her probably. And I don't like people that fast. It probably take me like a while for me to like somebody. And anyways, so I liked this girl, yeah. Like the first 2 weeks, like I didn't talk to her because I was nervous. Like I was just nervous. And one of my friends went live on Instagram, and like my notification popped up, he's live, and then like 5 minutes later, it's saying he's live with the girl I like, right? So I joined the live, and then he starts talking. He's like, "Hey, what's up?" And I was like, "Hey." And then he like took her out and then put me in, right? And I was like, "Oh, okay." And then as soon as he took her out, she's like, "Put me back in, put me back in." And I was like, "Nah, don't put her back in, dude." And I was just like trying to like start a conversation with her, but I was being rude to her. For some reason, that's like how I thought. That's how you talk to girls. And so I was like, "Hey, don't add her in. Don't add her back." Yeah. And then I started being rude to her. I used to start calling her names and stuff like that. And then she like texted, like she wrote on the chat. She was like, "Don't listen to him, add me." We started like talking. We made like fun of each other and stuff. And then like the next day that we saw each other, I did not talk to her again. I was nervous. And then my friend went live again. And then she joined, he added her, and then like the same thing happened again, but instead of me being mean to her, I kind of like started being nice to her and stuff like that. And then like after he joined, I started being nice to her. She went live, right? She went live, and then like I joined, he joined, she added him first, and then she added me. And then, like, when she added me, I started talking to her. We used to, like, we just talked. I don't know, I forgot what we talked about. But I know, like, we were talking. And then when we were talking, what's it called? I was like, I have to go. I was like, I didn't want it to be awkward. So, I was like, "Hey, I have to go." Something like that. And she added him, I left, yeah. Because I didn't want to be awkward. I didn't want to stay in. I was like, I have to go and then I'll still stay. Kind of dumb. And like the next day we saw each other. It was in PE, right? We were playing volleyball. We were playing like a sport. I don't know. And I think it was volleyball. Yeah, it was volleyball. Right? And the teacher let us pick our own teams. And I had a friend there, and in gym, and like they were really good friends and stuff, right? And he was on the same team as her, and I was like, he's on the same team as her. I could just like go in, pretend like I'm like trying to be in his team, not hers. Cause like at the time she didn't know I liked her. So yeah, I joined their team. We were playing volleyball, and me and her, like, we were talking, like, we were, like, the whole entire group were talking about, like, who does this, who, like, who starts, like, who serves and stuff like that. And I started surfing, and I was actually really good. So, but like every time somebody like misses or something, somebody like scores, we had to like keep rotating. So after we started rotating, we kept talking. This dude was making fun of her. I was protecting her. We were like, me and her were joking on him, stuff like that. And then he got like salty because he liked her too. Like everybody in that gym class liked her. And like I was the only one that would actually like have the balls to like to ask her out and stuff. But I think there was only one kid in there that actually told her he liked her, and she kind of liked him, and I knew this like after I stopped talking to her. So like after we like played, she kept saying how like good we were, and then like she did this like really bad throw, like she was surfing, and then we did like she did this really bad throw when she was surfing, and then this kid was making fun of her, like, and I was like, hey, it's not your fault, just like try to, I gave her like a tip, I forgot what it was, hit it like this way, I don't know what I did, I don't even know what I said. Anyways, and then she didn't really get mad, she was like, what, I didn't even do anything, like, that was by mistake or anything. And then I thought she was crying because like we kept making fun of her or something. And like after we made fun of her, well, we didn't really make fun of her, right? Played, it wasn't like that big of a deal. And then like the next day we kept playing, like it was like a whole entire week thing. And then like later she knew, like we were like on live, we were FaceTiming. She knew that I liked her. She was like, hey, do you like me? Because I think you like me. And I was like, yeah, no, I don't. And she's like, you sure? I'm like, yeah, I don't like you. This is like, I was nervous at the time. And she was like, oh, okay. And then like I had her number. We were playing this game, right? And I was like, hey, if you win this next match, I'll give you $1. And then she won, right? And then the next day I gave her $1. Cause like I don't know what to do. And then I brought $2 with me. I brought $2 with me. And then I made another bet with my friend. He was like, hey, if you get this question right, I'll give you $1. And if I get this question right, I'll have to give you $1. And he won the bet. I gave him $1. And then we FaceTimed again. She was like, I know you like me because you gave me $1. And I was like, nah, I don't like you. I gave somebody else $1 too. Doesn't mean I like him. And she was like, huh, alright, whatever. And then the day before Valentine's, she was like, I know you like me. Do you like me? Like, she knew. And I was like, no. And then like 5 minutes later, I was thinking, should I tell her? And then, what really pissed me off, I told her, right? And she kept telling everybody. Yeah, she told everybody that, like, he told me, he just told me that he liked me. And I was like, why are you telling everybody? But I wasn't really that pissed at her. And then, like, the next day was Valentine's, right? I told my mom, hey, can we go get, like, chocolates for, like, this girl? And she was like, what, you like girl? And we talked, yeah. She got me, like, flowers, right? well, she didn't give me flowers, she got me chocolates. And then I was like, Mom, can we buy like flowers? Cause like it would be weird, only like chocolates. She's like, nah, chocolates is alright. You're like a little kid. You don't need you don't need to impress a girl. So I was like, oh, whatever, alright. And I brought $10 with me at school. Cause we have like teachers over there that like really don't work. They be like getting bad people. Well, not bad people, like kids that don't behave out of their classes if they need to be like out of there. And like nobody, like she didn't really have to do anything there. So I was like, hey, can you go get me like some flowers for this girl? And she was like, yeah, give me some money. I was like, I'll give you the money and everything. She was like, yeah. So I gave her the money. I gave her $5 at first. She was like, this is $5. This is $5. It's like, it needs to be more. So I was like, whatever. I just gave her like $5. Because I thought she was finessing me or something. So I gave her the $10. She went to buy me flowers. And I was like, I'm just going to do it at lunch. I'm going to ask her out at lunch and stuff like that. So like, in the middle of like the class I had, like I had her in, she came in and she was like, and then she was like, hey, where do you want me to put this? But the girl didn't really see him, so I was like, just take him back like to your office, and then like I'll come and get him when we have lunch. Cause I did it like at lunch. I came when like I had lunch. I got the flowers, got everything, right? So after like I got the flowers, like she was like not even like turned the way like to the door, or like she was just turned to a wall. Like there was like people like looking. She was like with her friends and stuff like that. And like my friends saw me with like these chocolates. They were like, who is that for? Is it anybody in this class? I was like, nah. So after like they saw me, I sat down because I was nervous. So they were like, hey, go do it before like lunch, and I was like, alright. So I went to do it. And I tapped her on the shoulder. I was like, hey, happy Valentine's Day. And like I was the only dude that like gave her flowers. There was like a lot of people that liked her. And be like 3 days before Valentine's Day, not even 3, like 5 days before Valentine's Day, she was like, I'm gonna get no flowers from Valentine's Day. And I was like, nah, you're gonna get like a lot, because you're like, everybody likes you. And that's like how she knew that I liked her. Because like I kept saying she's like, you're not ugly. Because she kept saying she's ugly and stuff. I was like, nah, you're not ugly and stuff like that. And after that, so yeah, I went up to her. I was like, hey, so you know how like I told you yesterday I liked you? And I was like, so I don't know what I said. I probably said like, hey, can we like, I want to be more friends. I don't even know what I said really. So I asked her out, and then she said maybe, right? She said maybe. And I was like, oh, okay, so I'll probably have a chance. And then like after she said maybe, I never asked for her. Like I was like, hey, so what did you say? Did you like, would you want to go out or anything? Like I didn't ask her any of those stuff. And I'm pretty sure she was gonna say no, because like 3 days after that she got a boyfriend. And her boyfriend wasn't like even like I was like mad because like he wasn't even like a good boyfriend. He didn't, like people were talking about her like in group chats, and he was in the group chat and he didn't like say anything to them. And I had her like account, so I went on her account. I saw the text messages, yeah. And I'm the one that protected her. And he did nothing. It was like really pissed me off. I really didn't care because like I'm not like her man or anything. So like after I was protecting her, he started protecting her because like I did it. He didn't want to be like, oh, this dude's just protecting my girl, I'm not doing anything. So he protected her, yeah. Next day, she came up to me. She's like, why were you on my account? Like, why were you texting guys? And I was like, what? How are you gonna get mad at me for doing that? And she was like, just don't do that again. I was like, what? And then like after that, I talked to her. She was like, yeah, I don't even know what I got mad for that. She's like, yeah, my bad. I'm sorry, I got mad. And then I actually asked her, I was like, hey, were you, like, remember when I asked you out? She said, yeah. I was like, were you gonna say yes or anything? She was like, no, I'm sorry, and stuff like that. So I just took it as like my first rejection. And yeah, that's like basically how I got like my first rejection was. And yeah, I have another story that some people know about if they're gonna like look at this. That happened seriously yesterday. Oh my god. Alright, if you guys enjoyed this video, subscribe, leave a like, and comment down below if like you guys want me to do one of these again. And subscribe, leave a like, yeah. And yeah, peace.